Hey, crafty friends, it's Diane, and today I'm going to show you how to make this super easy card with not a lot of supplies, and we're going to do a little chit chat. So without further ado, let's get started. This is a card that is great for a beginner card maker. It just uses some cardstock, 2 rubber stamps, and some ink. So stamps, ink, and paper, basically. You can tailor this to any occasion. It could be a thank you card, it could be a hello card, it could be a birthday card, it could be a I love you card. You could just stamp hearts instead of flowers. It just depends what you're wanting to make. And then this is what the inside looks like. I left it blank. I did do a little bit of stamping on the inside. So let's talk about what supplies we need. I used these 2 stamp sets. This is an old retired stamp set called Flower Shop. I like this scribbly, whimsical looking flower. You could get away with any of these. If you wanted to do a more rustic one, why not use craft paper and stamp this kind of burlap looking one in like maybe a denim color. So pretty versatile. I liked the hello of this stamp set, but I didn't use any of the other stamps, just the hello. I did consider stamping a few little dots or these plus signs, but then in the end I just decided to keep it simple. So basically what I did was I went through and I picked out 4 colors of ink that I liked a lot. So I've got a pink, teal, a green, and a purple. I tried with these 3 in the beginning, but there were just a couple spots that it just needed a little something extra, so I added the green. So this is going to be messy for me because I'm always making a mess, so just kind of bear with me. I'm going to have to open and close a bunch of things. But basically, you're going to start with, let me get my stamping mat here. You are going to start with a 4.5, I'm sorry, I'll put all these measurements down below. A 4.25 by 8.5 sheet of paper. Hold on, one more time. 4.25 by 11, there we go, sheet of paper, scored at 5.5. Boy, I'm rusty. It's been a while. I know, friends, I'm sorry. Life is just absolutely crazy. I cut it at 4.25 on the 8.5 inch side and scored at 5.5. So I decided I wanted a card that opens to the top. Then I have a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 mat and a 4 by 5 1/4 front panel. So I'm going to put everything aside and we're just going to work on this front panel right now. I'm going to turn my mat this way. So I have 2 of these because I want one for inside. I keep generally a stack of these cut on my desk so that when I want to do a front panel, I have them readily available. So basically what I'm going to do is start with one color and randomly stamp this flower all over this panel, and then I will switch colors and do it with the other colors. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about what's going on over here. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I'm working full-time at the vet's office. I am really trying to create some new content for you. I know that if you have been on the channel for any amount of time, you've noticed some changes. I'm not Bean Street Paper anymore. And the reason for that is I feel like Bean Street Paper was a name that I created for myself when I had the coffee shop, and I just don't vibe with it anymore. I've even changed my business name on Etsy. It's now the Rowdy Raven. So I love that. I am now the Rowdy Raven. So sorry for any confusion. If you see a different logo up there or a different little picture of a raven, that is me. I just kind of put the barista life behind me, and here we are. So it's a little awkward coming back after all that time, but I missed you guys, of course, and I wanted to create some new stuff for you. So here we are, friends. I'm gonna put this one right here. And again, I'm just randomly stamping these. I'm not premeditating it. I'm just kind of feeling what I feel. I will still be doing easy cards, beginner type cards. That way, I think I'm gonna go all the way across the top this time. That way everybody can, I'm not a fan with where that went, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? Just whip out some quick and easy cards. I am still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way I can go live, and that will make things a whole lot easier instead of having to find time to pre-record. When I have a minute, I can just sit down and record a video. I'm gonna move some of these stamp pads since, oh, you know what? No, I'm not. We're gonna do the inside of this. And I'm not gonna use the green because that is the color of my mat. So I know that's a little weird, but that's kind of how it went in my head. So, oh, good thing that didn't fall on my paper, eh? This was a stamp set that I got used from someone, and like off eBay. I don't ever mount the stickers on the back of mine because I feel like it keeps them from sticking to the block. So this one already came that way. So sometimes it's a challenge. What am I doing right now? I'm cleaning my stamp with a baby wipe for anybody who is new. They have fancy stuff that you can clean your stamps with. Unless I'm using StazOn ink, simply use a baby wipe. It's much easier. Much, much easier. See, it's not sticking there. And then I think I'm just gonna do 3 inside this time. There. This is a really cute little stamp set. I really need to stay off Facebook and eBay and stuff because I'm finding stamp sets, like, I am a hobby demonstrator, so I buy stuff for myself basically, just so I can get the discount. But by seeing what's out there, now I want things that I may or possibly have missed out on. So that is bad. I am going to use my stamp positioner for this because I like a crisp black sentiment. There's a ton of stamp positioners out there. This happens to be the one I have. And I just kind of want to sandwich this guy in the empty space there. get him straight, although he doesn't have to be super straight because it's kind of a whimsical little stamp. And I'm just gonna stamp it a few times. And that's that. So we're done with our stamping. I'm going to clean up all of that. That way I'm not putting my fingers in it or getting smudges, because believe me, I am a pro at getting smudges everywhere. And I'm also a pro at losing stamps if I just put it on my desk, so I like to just make sure I at least have it back in the case at that point. All right, I'm gonna get my pieces and just assemble. So let's talk about glue. What am I using for glue these days? Well, let me tell you. I have tried every glue under the sun, and what I decided most recently is, after testing it out, I'm using literally Mod Podge. Mod Podge is made for paper, y'all, and it's economical. It's very economical, in fact. So I got, you can get this at Hobby Lobby, at my Hobby Lobby, for $6.99, and it fills up 4 of these bottles. They're 4-ounce bottles. So I love Barely Art glue, and I do still use it. Okay, I use it to put my embellishments on because Mod Podge is made for paper. So I don't want my embellishments, see, I smudged already. I don't want my embellishments coming off. So I make sure that I put them on with Barely Art or the Tombow glue. The green glue. Okay, so that's my inside. This is gonna be my outside. It is a little gushier than the other glue, so I had to practice a little bit where I wanted to place my pieces, but in the end, it's great, honestly. I'm gonna set this under my blocks over here, and bring my first one back. Now, if you want to dress up this card, you can add some embellishments. You can add enamel dots. Those don't super match, but you could add some rhinestones. I think I'm gonna leave this just the way it is, and that way it can go through the mail. It doesn't have to be hand canceled. But again, a super easy card for y'all. I hope to be back more often. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I know the name change is a little different, but feel free to share with your friends, and I'll see you all soon. Happy crafting. Bye for now.